Hello, and welcome to Skyrim Saturdays with me, Orin, and our apprentice sorcerer and champion of Azura, Nerthor. When we had last left off, we did the conjuration lesson with none other than, I forget his name, very unfortunate, in which he had us duel a Frost Atronach with a measly little wolf familiar. And predictably, well, the Conjuration Masters, Ice Atronach won. After which we went ahead and headed into town, talked to some folks, and got some leads on work so that we could start building up relations between the college and the town of Winterhold. Anyway, now we're back. So, as you may notice, a couple of things have changed. I actually did some errands between. I did some errands between this video and the last. So I learned all the books that you see kind of strewn around here. I studied. So these are spells that we now know. So I learned Feather. I bought that from Tolfdir in between this video and the last one. Obviously, we learned Water Breathing. We learned Stone Flesh. I only got the one. Alteration spell. I learned Flame Cloak. Very exciting stuff.
What is it?
Learned how to conjure a Dremora warrior, and learned Soul Trap. So we have learned quite a few things. Aside from that, I did some enchanting, sold some stuff off. And you'll notice that I'm no longer wearing the crown that is from Nerthor's parents,
And that, my nervous little friend,
and
happened.
that's because I put both the circlet and the ring away in the wardrobe for safekeeping until such time that I can enchant them up to a good enough level.
See that you do.
I also retrieved my bone mold armor from the inn, and it is now stored here where it belongs. And yeah, I decided that I like this look quite a bit. So I think this will be our look for both when we are doing our business around the college as well as when we are in town. Anyway, for now, what are we going to do today? Well, as you can see, it's quite early in the morning here in good old Skyrim land. So we have more learning to do. And I believe the next person that we should learn from is the Destruction Master.
Should do it.
Yeah, Caden's doing some alchemy. Well, good for him. He's expanding his skill set a little bit. That's good. Let's actually go ahead and collect Caden. We'll have him come with us as we set about this day of learning. But yeah, I figured I'd take care of the housekeeping stuff between this video and the last.
They told me to taste ingredients to find out what they do. Bugger that. I'm not sitting around eating spiders' eggs to figure out that they're bad.
You know, I'm with you. Oh yeah, I also got a new hood. I got the apprentice hood. I like that it's darker, not that light color. I feel like it goes better with our outfit. Anyway, Caden.
All right.
Let's get going.
I am your sword.
Oh yeah, and Caden gave us a book between this video and the last. I forgot to mention that. He gave us a book. It's poetry from none other than Lord Byron, if you can believe it. Probably not the same Byron as is in our world. Probably some Elder Scrolls version of Lord Byron, but nonetheless, very, very cool. And I think we'll give it a read later, but we still have to finish reading The Doors of Oblivion, which I think we got about halfway through it last episode. Alrighty, well, first things first, let's see when the Destruction Master holds her office hours. I know that we read it at one point, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. So let's see here. Concerning office hours. Nope, that's not it. That's not the right one. Or office hours. Destruction, 1 to 2 p.m. Okay, well, it's 8:52 p.m., which means we have some time to kill Caden. How should we do that? How do I want to kill the time? Well, I mean, is there any other... I mean, I guess we don't have to see her today. Restoration teacher will be in soon. Maybe we can do something, maybe we can learn something from her. Oh, I'd really rather prioritize the schools that we've been emphasizing, the magic schools that we've been emphasizing. So, I'm not so sure about that. Ooh, whoopsies. Actually, you know what we might do since we're trying to kill some time? Let's head down to the town and see about speaking with the Jarl. Because we did pick up some work from the other townsfolk, but there are they are tasks that are quite, let's just say, out of the way.
Cold this far north has a way of creeping into your bones.
It really does. The tasks that they gave us are quite a bit out of the way. You know, we have to do quite a bit of traveling. So I'm wondering if perhaps the Jarl will have something that's a little bit closer to home, maybe, that we can help him with. You know, just a thought. We'll see if it bears fruit. Oh yeah, Arachnia. Let's have Arachnia come with us. It's been a while since we've journeyed with Arachnia. Hey girl, come with me. I know, I'm sure that you don't like staying out here, but you know, Jazargo's scared of spiders, so, you know, probably best if you just stay here. I don't want him smashing you. I don't want him squashing you. I know you're a big girl, but still. Yeah, I guess Winterhold is in favor of the Stormcloaks, huh? Well, that's a shame. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it, but yeah, it is what it is. Alrighty then. Here's the Jarl's Longhouse.
What can I do for you, friend?
Euthymia. Who are you?
And what might you need?
I guess I have spoken with her before, I just didn't remember. Lure, good to see you. Oh, I assume that's the Jarl. You know, considering that relations between Winterhold and the Jarl, the college and the Jarl are not great, perhaps I should not bother him when he's in the middle of breakfast. Let's wait a bit until he's seated. We'll just take a seat here for now. Although, who is that down there? Who's that woman? Who is that woman down there? Let's have a chat with her. Don't know who she is. Greetings.
Can I help you?
Thana, it's nice to meet you. Let's see here. Okay. Are you... Let's see here. What do you think of the college?
Courier will be the first to tell you that if it weren't for that college, we'd all be better off. I agree with him. Winterhold might yet thrive if that college had never been built.
Uh-huh. Is your husband the Jarl? I see that ring on your finger.
Well, yes.
The people of the Winterhold... Wow, words are hard, guys. The people of Winterhold seem apathetic to his rule at best.
Ours is the only family left that truly cares what happens to Winterhold.
I care.
Without us looking out for Winterhold, it'd be doomed. Simply doomed.
One wonders what it is that you're doing for Winterhold. Well, it seems like a harsh place to raise a child.
We do the best we can, even though we have next to nothing. But we Nords don't give up. Not ever. Usher's gonna grow up to be a great man, because he'll have lived through such hardship.
I don't know that I'm great because... Okay, you know what? Let's talk about this for a second, lady. You want to talk about hardship? My parents were killed and I had to live as a fucking bandit. That was grueling. I'm an orphan, lady. You want to talk about hardship? Growing up here in the cold is not hardship. Having your parents killed is fucking hardship. Anyway, how do you feel about the war?
I'd rather see the Sea of Ghosts swallow Winterhold entirely than have it run by the Empire.
I see. And what about Nelicar, that fellow in the inn?
That wizard is still at the inn. I can't believe Dagger allows him to stay there.
Honestly,
It's clear that memories are far too short.
I don't like him either. But not for the reasons
Foreigners.
that
What
you
a
dislike him.
nuisance.
Ah, he's done with breakfast now. Well, let's wait for him to sit on his throne when he's receiving visitors. Greetings, my Jarl.
What's your business here in Winterhold?
You know what? I should be honest with him. If we're gonna build relations between the town and the college, he should know who's helping them out. So, I'm here with the college. I'm a student.
Should have known.
I'm 11 years
Not
old
that it
and I have
matters anymore. No one bothers
dare
coming to
you.
Winterhold for any other reason.
What's your take on the well, let's see here. We have quite a bit. I don't know. Let's ask about the history.
What's there to tell? It's mostly gone now, thanks to those damn mages in the college. Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of the city just dropping off into the sea. That doesn't just happen.
I struggle to understand why the college would do something like that, though. Like, why would they destroy the town? What purpose would that serve? It doesn't make sense to me. Did Winterhold see better days before the collapse?
You know, Winterhold used to be the seat of power in Skyrim.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now it's a shell. Those cursed mages. It's their fault Winterhold is gone. Few will admit it, but we know the truth about the Great Collapse.
I take it that you're not particularly fond of the college.
I do. And if you count yourself among their numbers, then you've blood on your hands as well. There's nothing left of Winterhold. Nothing.
I'm not responsible
Everyone
for
knows
this.
it's the college's fault that the sea swallowed our city. Still, they deny it. But we all know the truth.
Why would we do that? Why would the college do that, though? Doesn't make sense. Do you think the folk of Winterhold could ever accept the college?
Nope, not possible. The college is the worst thing that's ever happened to Winterhold. Maybe to Skyrim.
Don't you worry it might be dangerous to oppose them?
I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Do you know how long the college's been around? You're just one man, and a Nord at that. A human, not a mare, not a mer, like me. You're not gonna be around that long. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, let's see if we can't do something to change your mind. I would like some work. I would like to help you in any way I can, my Jarl.
Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know.
Interesting.
Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority.
Alright. Sure, I can recover the helm for you.
Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return.
Wonderful. Find Helm of Winterhold inside Yingville.
Come back as soon as you have the helm.
Deal. You got it.
That
Yngvild.
wizard is still at the inn. I can't believe
Alright,
Dagger allows him to
Alright,
stay there.
They're talking about
This
Nalakar.
is
I don't
what
like
it's
him
come
either.
to. No one seems to.
Alright, so, where is Yngvild? Oh my, it's quite the trek. You know what? There's one spell.
They've done to
I didn't
our
mention
home.
this before, but
Clear that memories are far too
Tolfdir
short.
has a lot of really good spells available right now. I guess my level in Alteration has gotten high enough to where he's offering like the really good spells. Like there are some amazing ones. There are ones that increase your resistance to the elements. There are spells. There are some really good utility spells that he's got. But one of the best utility spells that he has available right now is none other than Water Walking. And I was debating getting it between this video and the last one. I kind of wanted to shore up the rest of our basic alteration spells before going into the more advanced ones. But you know what? This seems like the perfect opportunity to learn water walking. So I think we'll go ahead and learn that from him. I think that'll be really, really helpful. So since we're still waiting for I think the destruction teacher's name is Faralda. Since we're still waiting for Faralda to open up her office hours, let's go ahead and get that spell from Tolfdir, the water walking spell. I think that'll be really helpful. Alright, what are Tolfdir's office hours? Might he be in his office right now? Alteration is 4 to 6 p.m., so he's definitely not. Maybe he's in the... Maybe he's in here. Maybe he's in the Hall of Attainment. You know what would be cool? Actually, let's see here. There's a way to... Let's see here. I don't think he is here. But you know what would be cool? This is an idea for a mod maker. I am not a mod maker. Man, I just hastily and shoddily download them and hope to God that they work. Would be modifying the clairvoyance spell so that you can, or making another version of the clairvoyance spell to where, like, it can show you, you can use it to show you where particular NPCs are. I don't know how that would work exactly. You'd probably have to, like, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know how that would work. Maybe, like, when you cast it, some kind of menu comes up? I don't know. I really don't know how you could go about making that work relatively seamlessly. You know what I mean? This seems tough. I don't know. Just a thought. At any rate, that seems like a complicated ask. You know what I mean? So maybe it could work, but I just don't know how you would do it in a way that's, like, relatively seamless.
This place is magical.
You don't say. Alright. Well, I figured it'd be a long shot that he'd be down here. Alright, let's check the Arcanium. Maybe he's in the library. He might be in the library. That seems, seems like a place a wizard would hang out, right? I think we found... Oh! Speak of the devil. Speak of Azura. No, speak of,
to see Skyrim still has such fine people.
Speak of the Molag Bal.
Spells and
let's see here.
incantations for those with the talent to cast
Yeah,
them.
see, he's got a lot of good shit now. Now that we've gotten, like, a certain amount of, now that we have a certain experience. So he's got Adept Lock, which is going to be really good eventually. He's got Iron Flesh. Look at these. You got Fire Shell, Frost Shell, Poison Shell. They increase your resistance. It's really cool. Disintegrate Weapon. That's awesome. Slow Fall. That's awesome too. A lot of really cool stuff. But we are interested in Sea Stride. And that is most of our gold gone.
All right, then.
But it'll be worth it, right, Caden? I hope so. I certainly hope it will be. All right, so office hours. Oh, she's going to have her office hours soon. So we're not going to be able to study it for very long, but we should at least start.
In the air too.
I can. It smells good.
A rainless thunderstorm.
I know, it smells amazing. So let's study this for like an hour. Oh my god, it's going to take us a while to learn it. All right, well, we better start, right? Wonderful. Progress is being made. Alright, Faralda. Faralda is the next person to learn from. Let's find her. Alright, let's find her. And I think what I'll do when we talk to Faralda is spend a little bit more time chit-chatting with her before we ask for the lesson. Because, for the life of me, I can't... Finis Gastor, I think, was the conjuration master's name. We didn't really talk to him very much before we jumped into the lesson, which I kind of regret in retrospect. I wish we had spoken with him a bit more. Gotten his take on some things. Yeah, I think when we talk to Faralda, we'll chit-chat a bit more and see if we can learn anything from her. See if she has anything interesting to say. After all, the masters of the College of Winterhold surely are wise and have some good things to say to, and will have some interesting things to say to us. So let's see here. This is Restoration, Illusion, Enchanting, Destruction. She's not here yet. Well, couldn't hurt to have a poke around her office a bit. Let's see here. Flight from the Thalmor. Oh, does she run from the Thalmor? Interesting. The Apprentice's Assistant. Songs of Skyrim.
More experiments are making these
Death
mages
Blow of
hide from the
Abernet.
world.
Faralda's Defense Report. I kind of want to read that. Alright, I'm going to give it a quick read. Faralda's Defense Report. Should the residents of Winterhold, or Skyrim at large, find that the last straw is broken and that the college is to be done away with, I am sorry to report that the prognosis is grim. Our position is highly defensible, but it's also incredibly vulnerable to siege. Should our dear fellow citizenry decide to block us in and starve us out, there's little we could do in recourse. Though we could certainly attempt to break the siege, our success would hinge entirely on hoping that our would-be killers have not fully realized that even the most highly warded wizard is still vulnerable to a skilled archer with a skilled fletcher at their back. I have determined that our best guarantee against this outcome is to put the college under the protection of a regiment of Storm Atronachs. My only fear is that the people of Winterhold will take this defensive move as a hostile one, and it will only exacerbate the situation. If this plan seems conservative, even cowardly, please consider the other solutions I've looked at. We could embed spies inside Winterhold to give us advanced warning of any possible siege. A task I doubt any here has even the slightest of interest in, thus necessitating the hiring of mercenaries, which I dare say we lack the budget for. All members of the college be required to undergo some sort of defense against a farmer with a crossbow course. Who would teach it? Where to begin? Would it even help? We task our restoration expert on developing a ward which can deflect arrows. I am sure she will have results in 10 to 18 years. We build far more exits and entrances to the college so that in the event of a siege, we're more likely to be able to escape with our skins. Given that in all the years since the collapse, our single bridge is still in the sorry state that it's in, this doesn't seem realistic. We plan some sort of public relations campaign to improve the college's image and eliminate tensions entirely. I am putting this here out of a sense of thoroughness, not as a joke. I am aware that the last time we attempted such a thing, we wound up with a room filled with barnyard fowl who could not be made to understand why we couldn't both return them to human form and restore their clothing with a single spell. We're kind of doing that, though. We've kind of taken the whole public relations thing under our own belt, under our own purview. I guess we could also act like secondary to that. We could consider ourselves kind of like a spy, you know. Although considering that we are very visibly a student of the college, we wouldn't be a very effective spy, would we? It has come to my attention that many throughout Skyrim, possibly due to a general lack of geographical knowledge, believe that the Sea of Ghosts, as referenced by stories of the collapse, is literally a sea of ghosts, as in undead spirits come to take revenge on the land. This, I fear, may have contributed greatly to the idea that the college was somehow at fault, since if there's one thing the general public can be taught to distrust more than a wizard, it's a necromancer. We could try to spearhead an educational campaign to increase awareness that it's simply the name of the body of water, but as I am sure you all know, it's much easier to teach someone something true than to unteach them something untrue. Oh, don't we know it? In the year of 2025, don't we know it? Lastly, and against my better judgment to propose it at all, we make the position of Archmage truly ceremonial, with no actual duties or responsibilities, and appoint one of Skyrim's own to the position. Possibly a popular thing from Winterhold or a local folk hero whom the Nordic population has confidence in and respect for. They need not necessarily even be considered be an accomplished wizard. Naturally, if we consider this option at all, it would occur after our dear Savos Aran's tenure has ended. In hindsight, maybe I should ask Colette to begin work on that advanced ward spell after all. This concludes my report. Faralda. That last plan could never work. come on. Why would you put a non-wizard in charge of the college? That's just insanity. Oh, good. We finished the book just as she showed up. Hello, Faralda. We'll let her get into her office first. I wasn't reading your important confidential documents. Not at all. Anyway, greetings, Faralda.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Let's see here. Can you tell me more about the college? I've heard takes from different people, but I'd like to hear your take on the history of our esteemed, academy.
Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. One needs to be able to cast at least apprentice-level spells in any school of magic before being allowed to join the college.
Interesting.
Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. The college is a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. We are the only group left in Skyrim dedicated to the study of the arcane.
There are no other guilds. I know that there was once a mages guild based in Cyrodiil. So, are they no longer a thing?
There are others who study, to be sure, but they do so in private and often in secret.
I see. Are there many problems with the locals?
No, not recently at least. We don't mistake that for acceptance, though. Odds are they're simply too afraid to confront us directly. And most of us are quite satisfied with that.
Fair enough. Why do the locals care?
It is no great secret that we have been unjustly blamed for a great many things over the years. Thus, we must take certain precautions in order to secure our safety. The good people of Skyrim, on occasion, would rather pass judgment than attempt to understand what we do here.
What do you think of the Master Wizard?
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point. Still, there's always room for improvement. I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle.
I assume that you want it to be you. Do you have any advice you can give me about destruction spells? It's one of my preferred schools.
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes.
Yes, I have noticed that.
Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot, and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
That is true. Well, I wish to learn more from you. Do you have any lessons for me?
You wish to master the arcane arts, huh? Well, if you insist. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. So, fire, a capricious element, often deadly, but always exciting. Let's see.
Happens to be my favorite.
A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Tell me, can you cast it?
Yes, you made me cast it for the little test outside. It's okay. She probably goes through a lot of applicants. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Oh, I see. Well, a small test, if you will. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. Good luck.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, after rereading that document, okay, I know that I'm going through great lengths to justify what's obviously a bug. It's not even so much justifying it. I'm just trying to think of different ways that our good friend Narathor here might think of it. You know, maybe you can look at it as not so much a practical joke. You good, Caden? Getting a little stretched there? Anyway, maybe one could look at it not so much as a practical joke on Faralda's part, because obviously she's in charge of security for the college, as we just read, you know? A test of ice and fire. Wow, gee, that doesn't sound familiar at all. Anyway, you know, since she's in charge of security at the college, it could be that this whole, you know, having to not so much prove yourself, but like, you know, show proof twice, so to speak. Isn't so much about her playing some kind of joke, but maybe it's like an extra security measure, you know, to see who's really determined to get in. That could be it. That might be it, you know? Because like she said, it's just an apprentice level spell, and honestly, it's not that hard to learn, you know? Firebolts is pretty basic, all things considered. A determined enough Nord could figure it out. So, you know, maybe this isn't so much caprice on her part as it is security. Yes, out of character, I know it's just a bug, but this is how Narathor is choosing to look at it now. Maybe she was playing 3D chess the whole time. Thought I picked up... No? It was my imagination? Okay, well. Alright, well, let's have a little thing, because Narathor's a bit hungry. Did Caden really not follow us? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to pray to Azura, but hey, you know what? I'll take Azura's blessing anytime. No, I meant to summon Caden. You know what? Let's go ahead and change up our things here. So instead of having Stone Flesh on 2, let's have Flame Cloak. It is favorited. Where is it then? Oh, on 2. And then I do want to try out, well, nah, we won't do that for now. Let's do Firebolt on 3 for now. And then Dremora Warrior on 6? No. Guardian on 3, Dremora on 4. There we go.
Now they can't even be bothered to clear away the rubble.
Alright. Great. So, where is it exactly that we're going? All the way over there. Alright, well, let's go ahead and for now equip Clairvoyance. Okay. Ooh, boy, it's getting chilly out here. I wonder if... No, wait, wrong one. Wait, what do I have? Oh, right. Okay, wait a minute. I messed up. Firebolt should be 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Actually, you know what? On second thought...
The Great Collapse was decades ago. I could fix
There we
that
go.
damn bridge already.
Okay. Wrong one. There we go, just for warmth, you know? Big jump. It's a little further down this way, but I am curious about what this is. Yeah, it's down that way, but I am curious about this. 3, right, okay. Oh, what's this? There we go. Are there any other little traps? Doesn't look like it. Cool. Rundi's Dagger deals 10 frost damage to health and stamina. It's a nice looking dagger. Take the Petty Soul Gem.
I've seen my share of
Ooh.
Dariel.
Mana Marco,
Nothing
King of
compares to the
Worms.
wilds of
We'll
Skyrim.
take it.
She
Frost
is
Cells, we'll
beautiful,
take it.
as she is dangerous.
Skyrim is beautiful. Skyrim really is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Alright. Where's my clairvoyance? There it is. Alright, down this way. Sorry, I was taking a drink of my beer there. What is this? Ooh, looks like somebody got caught in a bear trap. That's unfortunate. For them! Yeah, they got this book. Void salts. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Oh, we still haven't learned Sea Stride. Oh, actually, but you know what? Maybe it's not such a big deal because... Okay, that's fine. I think Flame Cloak should keep us from freezing our butts off in the water. I'm not eager to test it out at this very moment. Oh, are we getting bears now? Oh no, we're getting bears now. Oof. That's not good news. I don't like that. Well, let's not mess with the bear. Oh, shit! Help me! Help me, Caden!
You can fuck right off. Shit! Wow!
Woo!
Did they think they even had the slightest chance against us?
I don't know, man. Put that on too. Oh man, that was... Woof! That was a little scary. No, not candlelight, clairvoyance. What? Where's it leading us exactly? I'm confused. Seems to be across the way here.
Freezing.
I know. Oh, could it be... The standing stone? Oh man, we have to cross here and deal with the bear, huh? Oh boy. Okay. Well, with that being said, now's a good chance to try out Dremora Warrior! Hello, Dremora Warrior. Alright, Dremora Warrior. Hope you're ready to take some heat. Figuratively.
That can't be good.
Got him! Got him! Get him! Oh shit! There's another one! Why are bears so loud? Why are bears so damn loud? God damn. Oh, that went okay. Still though, not thrilled that we're starting to get bears as enemies. Alright, let's see here. Where is it leading us exactly? Alright, where is it taking us? Wait a minute. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Okay. Alright.
You will beg me to end I
Woo!
was hoping for a challenge.
Got him. Easy peasy. Nice. Well, we passed that test with flying colors, I'd say. Wonderful. Oh, like it's our first time casting it either. Man, I am curious about what's over there. What that is over there. That looks really cool. You know, maybe that... Oh, Serpent Stone. Oh. Well, that's something to check out at a later date, once we've learned water walking. I wonder if killing those bears cooked them. Now that I know that I can, like, basically cook animal meat. Ah, shit. Well, I could cook horkers. For some reason, I can cook horkers, but just not other animals. With a nice little bit of fire. No, 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 no! Don't you dare. Are you gonna... Yeah! Cooked horker! Delicious. Nom 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 nom. Fantastic. Alright, let's make our way back to the college so we can tell Faralda that we are indeed a master of Firebolt. I'm gonna take a sip of my beer here. Alright. Should we go back the way we came now? Let's go this way. Because the area is now repopulating with new creatures, which is exciting. Exciting stuff. So maybe we'll encounter something new along the way if we take this route. That'd be cool. But yeah, I am not thrilled that we are now getting bears. Bears are like some of the toughest fucking animals in this goddamn game. They scare the shit out of me, and they're so loud. They are so loud. Bunnies! I discovered something cool. We can also cook rabbit meat. And how do I know this? Because I was getting screenshots. Come back here! There we go. Serves it right. Dude, it's just a rabbit. Like, you're not cooking. You're making me a liar, rabbit. Okay, hang on. Let's try this. Did that work? No? Oh wait, it did work. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, I forgot about the animation. But yeah, we got a rabbit haunch. Awesome. I think flame cloak keeps you warm when you're like in the water. I wish it also kept you warm when you were just kind of, you know, exploring around and such. But that's okay. You know, it's alright. I think that'd make things a little bit too easy. That would make, you know, the whole cold thing a little bit too easy to deal with. I'm okay with this little bit of friction. But yeah, so we'll return to Faralda. Let her know that we did the thing. And then, you know, as much as I would love to continue reading the Doors of Oblivion, I would also I want us to learn water walking sooner rather than later. So I think we will, after we return to Faralda and give her the good news, we will go ahead and retire to our room for the evening and study our book a little bit more. But let's actually, before I forget, since I'm talking, get Arachnia out here.
Take care with those flames.
It's not fire. Alright, Arachnia. Wait for me here, okay? Wait for me here in Winterhold, alright? I'll be back for you when next we go out. And you know what I'm thinking? When we go out to Yngvild, maybe what we will do is collect the Priestess of Azura and have her come with us, along with Caden. The more the merrier, right? You know, that could be fun. Having an extra hand on our adventure. That could be nice. Alrighty, where is she? Ah! Alright, she's in her quarters. Well, I'm sure she'll be pleased to learn that we managed to cast the spell. Okie dokie. Faralda, I have excellent news.
Mirabelle is... I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
I killed the Ice Wraith. Fire was very effective against it, as you promised. And as I kind of already knew.
Excellent. Well done indeed. The Firebolt spell is useful to any mage. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. But always remember, focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, of course. But you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. Choosing the right element can be a big advantage.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the lesson.
Good. Now, I've got all sorts of errands to run. See you around.
This was actually a good lesson. I think we like Faralda. I think Nerithor likes Faralda quite a bit. It was a very practical lesson, and yeah, not faulting Tolfdir at all. Tolfdir taught us something very useful. It's just that him sending us to Arniel Gang was, it was a bit of an oversight on his part. That turned out to just be basically a petty errand for Arniel, for whatever project he's got going on right now. Tolfdir, good teacher. He's actually taught us 2 practical spells, which is nice. Phineas Gestor, all he really did was flex on us. He really just flexed on us, and that was about it. We could have summoned we probably could have summoned something way more powerful than a wolf, and dealt with that Frost Atronach. So that maybe wasn't a super useful lesson. But Faralda, very useful lesson. Very, very practical. I appreciate that. So far, 2 great teachers and 1 kind of meh teacher. It's, so far so good.
Yes.
Caden, how about you rest here?
Seems like a safe place to spend the night.
I agree. But for now, we'll turn in for the evening and resume our studies of water walking. Let's close the door. Let's put on our casual clothes. We don't really need the scarf. Oh yeah, I picked that scarf up from the inn. They're just letting me take stuff over there. They're just literally letting me take whatever I want. They love me that much. So you know what? The public relations campaign with the town of Winterhold is going so well so far. At least the people at the inn love me. That's a positive. So let's take a seat. Resume our studies of the water walking spell, Sea Stride. Alright, well, actually, wait a minute. What time is it anyway? Yeah, let's do 4 more hours. Alright, great. We made a little more progress on the spell. That's always good. Let's go ahead and eat a little bit of dinner. Let's have that rabbit haunch that we cooked up earlier. Have some wine to go with it. Yummy, yummy. Alright, and let's rest for the night. Okay then, we are all rested up. So, for today, what shall we do? You know what? Let's go ahead and let's visit the enchanting instructor. Let's see what the enchanter might be able to teach us. I mean, we already know how to enchant, but, I think it would be helpful if we got some lessons from someone dedicated to the art. So, let's see what his office hours are like. Oh, it's nice outside today. So far, anyway. Concerning office hours, enchanting 2:30 to 5 p.m. Okay, so we have some time to kill. You know what I'm thinking? Let's go ahead and study the spell a bit more. Do I want to study outside? I don't know, it's nice enough outside today. Let's go ahead and have a seat and enjoy the outdoor and whoa. And enjoy the outdoors for a bit. That seems like a good idea. Alright, Sea Stride. About 8 more hours. Let's study it for 4 hours. Oh boy, we did not pay attention to anything. What time is it? 12:26? Alright, well, he's not going to be in there just yet. So let's go ahead and head inside and warm up a bit. Alrighty. I underestimated. Just I did not properly account for the change in weather. But good enough timing because we did get a bit hungry during our study. So let's change it up a bit. Let's have some cooked beef. Great. All right. Well, that's feeling a little bit better, and we're getting a little bit warmer. Ah, wonderful. So we'll talk to the enchanting instructor. Yeah, let's make our way over there now. Now that we're feeling better, a bit warmer. Okay. So let's head across the way here. And see what the enchanter has to teach us. Okie dokie. I think we saw where his quarters were. Okay, let's see here. Restoration. I think this was the enchanter's office. Yeah. Right, well, he's not here yet. Well, let's have a look around while we're waiting for him. So he's got some stuff here. Yellow Book of Riddles. Enchanting Services Ledger. I don't know if I should be looking at this, but actually, does he have a journal here? Biography of the Wolf Queen. Shocking Touch. He doesn't have a journal. Surprising that Phineas doesn't have one. Phineas? I'm not sure why I'm calling him Phineas. It's making me think of, like, Phineas and Ferb. Okay, let's look at his Enchanting Services Ledger. Anything interesting? Imperial Sword, Paralyze Enchanted, Linus Bartholomew Terentius. He insisted I put down Bartholomew. Apparently, there's another Linnaeus B. Terentius in his unit. He has thus far only paid half of the college's fee. I told him I won't begin until it's paid in full. I haven't heard back. Leather boots, Griggs Tollers. Ask that the boots be made to allow him to fly. I told him he'd need to go to Morrowind to find such enchantments. Nice. He took that as some sort of epithet and stormed out, leaving the boots. I'll give him a month to come back for them, and then throw the boots in the midden. That's funny. Good old Morrowind. Great sword, fire enchantment. Customer came in, requested a simple fire enchantment, paid in full, and then left without giving his name. Huh, odd. Full set of steel plate armor. Thurg Ygren. Customer was particularly rude, so I took his money and will forget what enchantment he asked me to do until he learned some manners. That's a good one. That's funny. Dagger. Singing spell. Ruthgar Steward. He asked me to enchant the dagger to make people sing when stabbed. Interesting. I laughed at him, thinking he was joking. He then insisted that he was serious. I told him no such enchantment exists. He laughed, thinking I was joking, paid, and left. Now I am wondering if I could invent such a thing. Sounds like something that you find in like D&D or something. You know what I mean? Tolfdir dropped off some junk, saying I could practice riskier experimental enchantments on them. Puh! If it was anyone else, I'd have thrown them out. Maybe someday I'll see what I can cook up. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe this is the great sword that was referring to. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of stuff here, so, you know. Yeah, interesting. But he's not here yet. But he should be here soon. So, I'm going to take a seat. Let some time pass. Both in real life and in the game. For you guys, it'll just be a second, though. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. Actually, it occurs to me that while we're waiting, we could do some reading. We could continue reading the Doors of Oblivion to pass the time. So let's see here. Where did we leave off exactly? I think it was right about here. Right? Yeah, something around here. Okay, the reader may have heard of other doors, and he may be assured we attempted to find them all. Some are pure legend, or at any rate not traceable based on the information left behind. There are references in lore to Maruk's Abyss, the Corrington Mirror, the Mantellan Crux, the Crossroads, the Mouth, a riddle of an alchemical formula called Jacinth, or Jacinth, I'm not sure, and Rising Sun, and many other places and objects that are said to be doors. But we could not find them. Some exist but cannot be entered safely. The whirlpool in the Oblivion called the Maelstrom of Baal can make ships disappear, and may be a portal into Oblivion, but the trauma of riding its waters would surely slay any who tried. Likewise, we did not consider it worth the risk to leap from the pillars of Thras, a 1,000-foot tall spiral of coral, though we witnessed the sacrifices the Slodes made there. Some victims were killed by the fall, but some, indeed, seemed to vanish before being dashed on the rocks. Since the Slow did not seem certain why some were taken and some died, we did not favor the odds of the plunge. The simplest and most maddeningly complex way to go to Oblivion was simply to cease to be here, and begin to be there. Throughout history, there are examples of mages who seem to travel to the realms beyond ours seemingly at will. Many of these voyagers are long dead, if they ever existed, but we were able to find one still living. In a tower off Zafarbel Bay, on the island of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind, there exists a very old, very reclusive wizard named Devaith Fear. Devaith Fear! Hell yeah, that guy. He was not easy to reach, and he was reluctant to share with Morian Zanus the secret door to Oblivion. Fortunately, my master's knowledge of lore impressed Fear, and he taught him the way. I would be breaking my promise to Zanus and Fear to explain the procedure here, and I would not divulge it even if I could. If there is dangerous knowledge to be had, that is it. But I do not reveal too much to say that Fear's schemes relied on exploiting a series of portals to various realms created by a Talvani wizard long missing and presumed dead. Against the disadvantage of this limited number of access points, we weighed the relative reliability and security of passage and considered ourselves fortunate in our informant. Is he here yet, by the way? I haven't even bothered to check. Doesn't appear to be here yet. Well, isn't it past his office hours? I feel like it might be past his office hours at this point. But it could be I'm mistaken. Let's keep reading and maybe he'll show up. Morian Zanus then left this world to begin his exploration. I stayed at the library to transcribe his information and help him with any research he needed. Dust, he whispered to me on the first day of his voyage. Despite the inherent dreariness of the word, I could hear his excitement in his voice. Echoing in my mind, I can see from one end of the world to the other in a million shades of gray. There is no sky or ground or air, only particles, floating, falling, whirling about me. I must levitate and breathe by magical means. Actually, I think I just saw the Master Wizard pass by. Was that my imagination? I could have sworn I saw the Master Wizard pass by. She may be worth talking to. No, she's here. Well, that's the illusion trainer. You know what? I don't know where the enchantment trainer is. And I'm not going to wait around for him. The illusion master is here. Let's talk to him.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
In your opinion, what are the best illusion spells, Dravis?
Oh my, that's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle in a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful.
Interesting. Why should I study the School of Illusion?
They say knowledge is its own reward. You know, illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
I feel like we've had this conversation before. It feels
Knowledge of
familiar.
truth-
Yeah.
Keep studying. You've only
We've mentioned
scratched
this
the
before.
surface.
Yeah, we've done these before. Okay, I heard you could teach me about illusion, Master Dravis.
Ah, so my reputation precedes me. Yes, I can teach you a few things. Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells.
Yes, as you mentioned.
Is that clear?
Very clear, sir. I'm somewhat familiar with illusion. I know a few spells.
Oh, I see. Wonderful. Let's see what you can do. Did you hear all that noise outside? Skeevers. Ugh, disgusting. Your
They are
assistance will be
gross.
most useful. Clear the filthy skeeverdom. With magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear.
Oh, there's the Master Wizard, but now we need to learn a spell. So let's have a seat and study that spell for a bit. He gave us what? Wait, what did he give us? Am I crazy? Use the spell on the skeevers. Maybe he means frenzy. I think maybe we learned that before. Okay, well that's handy. It's a good thing we already know it. Alright, well let's go ahead and take care of the skeevers. I'm not even gonna bother to put on my normal armor, because they're skeevers. They're fucking skeevers. We can kill some skeevers. And apparently we're gonna make them fight each other, so, you know, they're not even gonna come after us. They're gonna go after themselves. Alright, so let's go deal with these skeevers. And this will probably be the last thing we do for the day. I was hoping to talk to the enchanting man, but not this time it seems. Owies. Not this time it seems, and that's okay. No worries. We have another trainer who's actually teaching us something or having us do something useful. That's good. That's really, really good. Makes me happy. So, okay, so Fitness Guest Store was kind of like, eh, but hey, you know what? This is useful. I don't think we've really used this particular spell all that often. Maybe once or twice. Actually, I don't think we've ever used it, to be honest. So, this is good. Alright, let's see here. Where are they? Aha! Fight each other, not me! There we go. Yes! Dance, my pretties, dance! Come on. Stop messing with the hood! Fight each other, not me. Go. Yes! Yes, my pretties, yes! Oh, shit. No, not me. Each other. Kill each other. You know you want to. Ow, ow, ow. You are not. Yes, yes. Yes, you foolish skeever. No, 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 no. Bad skeever. Bad. Oh, come on. Dance. No, no, no. You're not. No. Dance with him. While I take a healing potion. Yes. Uh-oh. Okay, now I have to just do it the old-fashioned way. See ya. Alright. Well, that was easy enough. Let's head back to Dravis. Fuck. That was fun. Alright. At least they're relative. They're easy. What the fuck was that? What the hell? Oh, there's an escaped prisoner. For a minute, I thought I just murdered some random ass Khajiit. I mean, okay, I guess it technically is a random Khajiit, but you know what I mean. I thought maybe some fucking, like, racist violence, a racist lynching took place or something. But no. It was just a killing as a result of institutionalized racism. Alright. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go find Dravis. Open sesame! Yeah! I feel like a real wizard. Okay. Is he still in his office? He is. Convenient. This is the enchanting guy, isn't it? Yep.
Are one of the few
Dude,
things that
you
keep
weren't
us
there
in
during
touch
your
with the
office
rest of
hours.
Skyrim.
You need to change your office hours note, man. It's not accurate at all. All right. Let's go ahead. Yeah, your posted office hours are not accurate at all. That is very confusing to us, to the students. Just please. Okay. Anyway. Hello there, Drevis.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
I used the spell against the Skeevers, and they fought each other. It was quite amusing to watch.
Haha! Oh, I knew I had a good feeling about you. Very good, but keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that was fun. That was pretty fun. All right. Well, we've got most of it done, huh? Isn't that nice? We just got a couple more to go, but that will be for a later date. For now, I must leave you. In the next episode, we will continue our magical studies. We will finish learning the water walking spell, and probably make our way over to Yingvild. It's closer than all the other tasks that we got, right? Well, yeah, this is still closer than the others, because even Yingol is like much further down, right? This is, if once we learn water walking, it's basically just a short jaunt over this way. Oh, we can also check out the Tower Stone while we're on our way over there. That'll be kind of cool, right? So yeah, as far as tasks go, this is one of the closer ones. And it can't hurt, in terms of improving relations between the college and the town. This will definitely be beneficial. So anyway, for now, I must leave you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Until the next one, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.